Hello, everybody, and welcome to a modern video here on the channel. If you're watching these on YouTube, welcome. Yeah, this is my first modern video ever on the channel, so if you do enjoy it, be sure to click that thumbs up to show your support, and leave a comment letting me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of, maybe a deck you'd like to see me play. I can't make any promises because I don't have a huge modern collection on Magic Online, but definitely very open to feedback, and if you do enjoy the content, be sure to click that subscribe button to get updates for whenever I post new content. But without further ado, let's get into the deck tech. I messed it up the first time, so I recorded a match already with the deck. I guess it's a warm-up round, but this is 12 Bolt, which was played by Saffron Olive a couple weeks ago on Budget Magic for MTG Goldfish. I'll put a link to the description of him playing it, so you can see that if you want. But the deck caught my eye. It looks really fun to play. It's a great budget option for Modern because a lot of the cards are pretty cheap. And so I figured I'd take it for a spin, and I'm really liking it so far. So I've played several matches with the deck. I played through a league and then a practice match here. Essentially what the deck is built around is the idea that Lightning Bolt is such a good card. Why can't we play as many Lightning Bolts as physically possible? So the deck plays 12 Lightning Bolts. It plays 4 real Lightning Bolts, then Wizard's Lightning, which is a Lightning Bolt if you have a Wizard. So the deck is facilitated to play, it has 10 Wizards in it. This is actually 10, nice. And then it plays Fiery Temper, which triggers if you have if you can discard. And the deck has 12 ways to discard in the main deck. So those are the main, like, why the deck is called 12 Bolt. And then there's just a bunch of, then there's certain restrictions you need. So you need to have Wizards, you need to have ways to discard. So the Wizards we have are Gitu Lava Runner, which is like a Goblin Guide in many cases, especially towards the middle of the game. We have a ton of spells, so it works that way. We have Soulscar Mage, which is another wizard. It has prowess, so it works well with the spells, and we can even take down bigger creatures with the counters. And then we have 2 copies of Grim Lavamancer. Where'd he go? There he is. This is Grim Lavamancer. Helps us push through some extra damage. It's also a wizard, and it can help us use our graveyard pretty effectively. So those are the ways those are the wizards we have. Our discard outlets are Flame of Keld, which is a real all-star in this deck. Discarding the cards from your hand, and then you draw 2 extra cards the next turn, so it's like a 2-mana draw 2, and then on the 3rd turn, it lets all your burn spells go to town. So Flame of Keld is key. Faithless Looting is actually quite nice. It helps you avoid flooding, and it can also not even be card disadvantage if you have a Fiery Temper, so it's quite nice in this deck. And then Bomat Courier is another discard outlet that's really effective. On turn 1, you just cast Bomat Courier, and then it just gets like 3 cards under it, and you empty your hand really quickly in this deck, so Bomat Courier and Flame of Keld are both really good ways to refill. And then our final couple slots, we have a 1 Insult to Injury as a way to deal, it's like some utility from the graveyard if we discard it, and also like if we flood a little bit, we can use the Insult part combined with a couple burn spells to finish the opponent off. And then Gut Shot, it's a free way of getting some what's the thing called? Prowess triggers, and it can get a couple spells in our graveyard. It's also just a really nice to be able to kill some of the 1-drops in the format when we have no mana up. So that's pretty nice. Just 18 mountains, really simple mana base. And then going to look at the sideboard. Our sideboard is pretty simple as well. Spite of Mogus is for those matchups where you want to be using your instance to kill creatures rather than only go to the face. So this is just another pretty effective spell when that is something you're doing. Young Pyromancer is another kind of more controlling card. If we're playing against another aggro deck, we can sometimes just bring in Young Pyromancer and go a little bit bigger than them. Chain Whirler is for decks that have a lot of 1/1s like tokens or things like that, Lingering Souls decks. Sometimes you bring in the Chain Whirler. It is pretty expensive though, so you need to make sure you're only bringing it in if you think the games are going to go relatively long, I think. It's just a pretty nice card overall. Smuggler's Copter are for decks that have board sweepers, so you can filter through your deck. It's also just kind of a nice card to be a flyer. It can play around, if like some of your other cards are bad, it's never really that bad to bring in Smuggler's Copter. Damping Sphere for Tron and for Storm decks. Relic of Representatives for Graveyard decks, and that is the deck. We're going to get into the matches. We are currently 1-0 in this league. We beat Bant Spirits pretty easily. Yeah, I think they got mana screwed game 1 a little bit. They only had 3 lands and they didn't have any blue mana, so I thought they were just. I think they mulliganed too. They just didn't have any. Yeah, they just didn't really do anything game 1, and then game 2 I had a pretty good draw. So, but yeah, we're just going to get into the matches here so you can see how the deck works. Pretty budget. I think the most expensive card is Grim Lavamancer, but overall you can play this deck for cheap. It's effective. It's fun. You'll get to see it in action here. But yeah, Pretty fun so far with this deck. Okie doke, this is a fine hand. Not the most action, but we have Flame of Keld to refill. And we have a turn 1 Bomat Courier, so can't get too greedy. We're going to keep this hand. One of the things as a player that plays a lot of limited is I have tended in the past to overvalue opening hands, like, oh, it has lands and spells, but I think this is actually a fine opening hand. Bomat Courier on turn 1 is a pretty solid start. Birds of Paradise. Wish I had a gut shot right about now. Okay, get you Lava Runner is actually quite a nice draw. Almost always it is correct to play Bomat Courier on turn 1. I don't think there's any like scenario in this deck where you'd rather play something else on turn 1. Next turn we can go Lava Runner plus Wizard's Lightning, either the birds or something else. Voice of Resurgence, eh? Okie doke. So Lava Runner plus Wizard's Lightning. This is going to make a 2/2. We're going to kill the birds, so he can't go too far into the positives with his cards. So he can't just start casting 4-drops here. Looks like it might be a Collected Company deck, so holding him off on Company for a turn could be helpful. I don't know if Voice of Resurgence is played in Company decks. A little bit less familiar with that. Okay, so we're going to bolt the Voice of Resurgence now. He gets a 1/1, and now our 2/2 can start hitting him. And we will play our Flame of Keld. Oh dear. So, I mean, we discarded a mountain, and the other Flame of Keld is getting discarded no matter what, so we didn't really miss out on anything. Oh dear. That's a good card. Hopefully we can find a bolt. The Legion of Bomat. Attack a Johnny. Actually, he's probably going to block the one that's attacking his face, so we'll attack a Johnny with this one, attack a Johnny with this one, attack face with this one. Oh, right, we want to sack this one, so we'll attack face with this one, attack a Johnny with these two. This way, the way it's going to work out is he's not going to block either the one that's going at a Johnny. He'll just block the one that's going towards his face, and that way we sack the Bomat Courier that has the most cards under it. We're going to always yield. Double Bomat Courier in play is pretty nice. See, yeah, now we get to draw 2 cards here instead of drawing only 1. Alternatively, we could have just opted to trade with the elemental token. But I think this is fine. We're going to save the Faithless Looting so that we could get a lot of action on this turn. Scavenging Ooze, that's terrifying. Starting to eat our graveyard. We need to find a bolt. Because Scavenging Ooze can become a 4/4. He can ghost quarter his own land. Something to keep in mind. So hopefully this Faithless Looting draws us into some bolts. Grim Lavamancer is not good here. Big Faithless Looting coming up. Oh, baby. Sign me up. Gonna kill that guy. Remember, it does 3+2. I think. I really think that's what it does. Red source. So maybe it'll kill it anyway. I think it should kill it. And we're actually not going to play our Grim Lavamancer because we just want to keep up a... we'll play the Lavamancer. It's going to be better than an average 2 cards in our deck, I think, because if we draw a land or something. Okay, he's got another Johnny. Johnny's not actually that good here, though. Our Bomat Couriers just represent so much damage. And cards. Okie doke. Okay, yeah, he got rid of our Faithless Looting. Wanted a Johnny, wanted him. So many cards. One thing you can do is if you hold control priority when you sacrifice a Bomat Courier, you only have to do the discarding of your hand 1 time. Okay, perfect. So we can... Okay, so we will kill the Chandra. Then we will discard our hand and draw that. Perfect. We're just destroying these Planeswalkers. Our deck has actually pretty good staying power, which is really nice. So, Soul Scar Mage. And this guy has 4 cards under him. Like, Bomat Courier is like really a good card when your opponent can't kill it. Drawing 3 was definitely great. And Swift Spear. And just going to attack for 2. We'll keep the Bomat Courier in play for now. Just building up a stream of advantage. Go face with that. Draw 4 cards. Okay, I almost messed this up. We're gonna... Actually, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna Faithless Looting first. Because I was thinking it's a Prowess trigger, but this guy doesn't have haste, so it doesn't matter. We'll send our Lava Runner at Chandra if we don't draw any more spells. We have a pretty strong board presence. I don't think this is the type of deck that's going to run board sweepers, so I'm committing everything. Though with the Planeswalkers, maybe they do, but he's got a couple, like, I just don't suspect Wrath of God, really. I have this Faithless Looting that I can cast next turn, which powers up my entire team. It's like, yeah, okay, he concedes. Okay, so opponent doesn't seem to rely too heavily on the graveyard. And they do have a lot of spot removal. I'm considering this Goblin Chain Whirler because he has a lot of Planeswalkers that come in and tick down. And then this can kill them. He also has Birds of Paradise. Spite of Mogus doesn't seem insane. He doesn't have all that many scary creatures. But I think the Chain Whirlers are going to be good. The first card that you always sideboard out pretty much is Insult to Injury. It's just a little bit weaker. And then we can side out a couple Gut Shots as well. You don't want to over sideboard with this deck, though. Though the Gut Shots are pretty good against his... against the birds and stuff. I think Chain Whirler is going to have more of an impact in this game. We only saw, like, bird. I don't know if he's running Noble Hierarchs and stuff. I don't think we want Smuggler's Copter in this matchup. But yeah, we're going to run like this, see how it works out. One thing I've learned is when I'm playing this deck is you don't really ever want to cut Flame of Keld because you will have draws that are like all 1-drops. This is a good hand. It has the Bomat Courier. It has a lot of 1-drops. We do want to draw some spells at some point, but... Okay, it looks like opponent does have a Birds, in which case the Goblin Chain Whirler is worse than a Noble Hierarch, yeah. So maybe we'll keep the Gut Shots in for game 3. Side out a Soul Scar Mage or something of that nature. But it does look like Goblin Chain Whirler is going to do good work here. As long as we hit our third land. Oh dear, he's going quite low to cast his spells. Okay. Oh dear, Knight of the Reliquary is already a 4/4. How am I going to deal with that? I don't think I can really... I guess Soulscar Mage can help me deal with that. We're going to play 2 Soulscar Mages here, because the haste isn't super relevant. But now our Chain Whirler, even if he kills one of our Soulscar Mages, the Chain Whirler is still going to put a counter on all of his guys, which is pretty helpful. Oh dear. Oh no. That is not good. Okie doke. Okay, we're probably just going to put 3 counters on this thing. Okay. Opponent obviously knows what's coming here. Just trying to grow it out of range. Playing in a Johnny probably. Yep. If he ticks down, we just have to hope to draw a land so we can Chain Whirler. We're just going to shrink this guy as much as we can. Land. Perfect. That's why we brought in the Chain Whirler, so we could snipe the Planeswalkers. I just think we need to keep the gut shots in as well to deal with the early Noble Hierarchs and stuff. That's where gut shots really shine. Courser of Krufix, and he's got an Ajani on top. If I attack him, he can't really block with the Knight. He's going to shuffle away the Ajani. That's kind of a cool interaction. He's got another Courser on top, gaining back that life. Yep, this is not looking good for me. He definitely has some good sideboard cards for the matchup. Maybe Courser's probably in the main deck, to be fair. Yeah, I'm going to concede I can't win this game. Okay, so he has a lot of the mana dorks. So we're going to bring back in the gut shots. What do we take out? I think we want the Chain Whirlers, because they are pretty good at killing the Planeswalkers, because they always go down to 1 loyalty. Smuggler's Copter is another consideration to help us push through some damage. I think Grim Lavamancer's not at its best. He attacks our graveyard a little bit. It's just really small. Doesn't attack very fast. And then maybe cut down on a Soulscar Mage. You don't really want to touch the bolts. I could see maybe cutting some Faithless Lootings, because we do have 2 Smuggler's Copters to help us go through our deck now. That makes sense to me. Let's do that. We'll cut a couple Faithless Lootings for the Smuggler's Copters. I would like to play first. Great hand. This is actually a really solid opener. We have a gut shot for his first play. We're going to empty our hand incredibly quickly. And on the play, Bomat Courier gets much better. It's possible that I was just supposed to cut it on the draw. Like, or cut some number of it. His deck doesn't have really any removal until like turn 4, though. Ooh, maybe he's got a slower hand. We're going to attack, hold up Lightning Bolt and Gut Shot. Not going to just slam the Flame of Keld. Okie doke. Target his face. So he does have Anger of the Gods. Hmm. I want to play around Anger of the Gods. I don't think the Soulscar Mage is going to do as much. So I think I'm just going to let the Soulscar Mage go. Because I don't want to be tapped out. I want to have the option to draw 3 cards. I think that's like a close one, but like given the way his hand is shaped up, it seems like he wouldn't have kept it unless he had an Anger of the Gods or something of that nature. Because his hand is really slow. And now I'm going to have like 5 cards in my hand, so I'm not going to really miss the body, but if he goes for like an Anger, I will. Okay, so I can get an extra card out of my Bomat Courier, which I will do. Play the land. Attack with both. I'm just going to rely on having a bolt in my top 3. Yay, we got there. And I'm going to... Do I hold the Swift Spear in case he has Anger? I'm going to hold the Swift Spear. Because I don't have a ton to be doing with my mana anyway, right now. Okay, he plays an Ajani. Yep, my Goblin Chain Whirler is going to get him. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. It does 2 to him. So if he does have Anger, it's a little bit bad for me, but I'm putting him down to 5. No, I'm putting him down to 3. What? Oh, because it does +2, right. For some reason, I thought it doubled the damage. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Now he's dead to any bolt. So yeah, he does have Anger. But I played around that pretty well. Now I just top deck a bolt. Come on, bolt. And that is why we're called 12 Bolt. Yes! Got the W. Pretty sweet. Good victory. Heck yeah. That is exactly how we drew it up. Okie doke. Okay, we're going to mulligan the no-lander. And, ooh. We're going to keep this because Bomat Courier is like a pretty solid card to have. But, like, this hand is really bad. But I don't think it gets much better if we mulligan. Oh, yeah, if he thought seizes us, we're just going to probably concede. I think we could still come back. We just need to draw like another Bomat Courier or something. He does know what we're playing. That's like the advantage of conceding there, but like this is not a 0% chance to win the game. Our hand may suck right now, but that's why we have Flame of Keld and Bomats and stuff like that. So like that's a fine start. We're going to start with the Lava Runner because the Faithless Looting is, I don't know, I think we'd rather have the, because we don't want him to like be able to take the cards we get from Faithless Looting before we can cast them. I'm not sure though. Also now we can have up a land to discard a fiery, whatever the heck, fiery temper. I'm actually just going to hold up Lightning Bolt. Depending on what his deck is, it'll cost me 1 damage here, but if he plays like a Dark Confidant or something like that, I'd like to be able to kill it. And Flame of Keld is our path back in. That's our, like, draw spell. So, nice to have that here. Yeah, it looks like he is playing Jund. Hopefully there's not another discard spell lurking. And yeah, we get paid off. We kill his Rabble Master, we untap, play our Flame of Keld. We are definitely in winnable position here. We also have Faithless Looting in the graveyard, so that's a little bit more oomph. And the Flame of Keld, if we like draw well, we can like stack our removal or like red spells and burst him in one turn. Like lightning bolts do 5 damage on the 3rd phase of the Flame of Keld. That's why it's much better than just a draw 2 in this deck. Seal of Fire. That's an interesting way to enable Tarmogoyf. I like it. Definitely just going to play out all 3 of my guys. I don't think he runs sweepers in the main deck. And it does play around Liliana pretty well. It's also kind of cool to have the Assault Force lined up. He'll kill this Lava Runner probably. But he's in trouble. All these guys are going to be doing 4 damage to him next turn. And I do have a Faithless Looting to help. Faithless Looting is not going to be all that useful on my next turn. But these guys all deal 4, so that's 4, 8, 11 exactly. So he does have to find a answer. And also it'll probably trade with most of his creatures, so this is pretty nice. He probably has a Fatal Push, maybe 2. We'll use this so we get the Prowess trigger. Oh shoot, that's my only other instant? Well, that makes things easy. Wow, I did not know that. Well, we're going to discard another instant then, so our guys all have 2 power. Jeez, that was a close call. That was something I should definitely have considered. I just assumed with like 9 cards in the graveyard. Yep, Fatal Pushes. He goes to 3. That's the magic number in this deck. We did have to discard a Wizard's Lightning to facilitate that, but boom, he concedes. Wow, crushing Jund. Crushing, like it was not even close. This is a matchup where Young Pyromancer, the tokens aren't really relevant against Jund, I don't think, because Jund is going to have creatures that are bigger, so we just want to stay low to the ground. Gutshot doesn't do anything against, Gutshot kills Dark Confidant. And Liliana, if Liliana ticks down, which I don't think is enough use for it. I think we'd rather have the Smuggler's Copters. Actually, I think we'd rather have 1 Smuggler's Copter and the 2 Relics to help shut down his Tarmogoyfs, his graveyard shenanigans. And we'll cut 1 Faithless Looting for the 2nd Copter, because he's going to be able to eat our graveyard with a Scavenging Ooze, presumably. This is a solid hand. Definitely a keeper. Flame of Keld is one of our better cards. It's also very immune to his discard spells. Excellent draw. Bomat Courier is the best turn 1 play. I'm assuming it's going to eat a Fatal Push, but if it doesn't, then we're in good shape. Yep. Lightning Bolts it. Perfect. I considered baiting with the Swift Spear, but we're going to be... Yeah, I think it's close. Definitely close. Because if he doesn't have anything, it's nice to just get it stacking. What the hell? Bomat Courier just betraying me. Just giving him that turn 2, 4, 5. play my Monastery Swift Spears. But yeah, that is a huge Tarmogoyf. What the heck? That was probably an additional reason not to play the Bomat Courier. If he starts attacking me, I can attack him back, though. I'm actually fine trading damage. Yeah, opponent getting aggressive. Not sure. I mean, he probably figures I'll draw enough burn to kill him eventually, but 4 for 2. We're just going to play on like this. It's funny because the correct creature for him to kill is actually the Lava Runner because I can't cast my Lightnings otherwise. I can actually use the Lightnings to double team the Tarmogoyf and kill that if he holds it back to block. But I like getting the creature down here. Bloodbraid Elf. What is he going to hit? Seal of Fire. That's a good one. I guess it works better with Bloodbraid Elf, the Seal of Fire, too. He knows. Well played, opponent. Well played. Well played. Well, now I can't kill the Tarmogoyf. That's unfortunate. Crazy. That was an interesting one. I'm going to be on the play again. Definitely don't want the gut shots. I might want the Faithless Looting instead of this guy, probably. Probably going to be better. Young Pyromancer can help me chump, but I can't actually get through any of his creatures with Young Pyromancer. I think we're just going to make that one change and run it back and run it like this. Can we get the win against Jund? Well, with this opening hand, we certainly can. This is a great hand. I mean, it's a fine hand. It's not an insane hand. It's a pretty good hand. If we draw a... yeah, if we draw the right spells, it can be even better. Gonna play the Bomat Courier turn 1. He does have a ton of spot removal to kill it, but he's going to be able to kill it next turn as well, so we might as well put the pressure on him to have the removal spell. He also mulliganed to 6. Probably looking for removal spells to be able to kill Bomat Couriers on turn 1. Yep, he has it. Or he has a discard spell. Ooh, nice. Good for me, good for me. Probably, I don't even know what he's going to take. I will probably... Okay, so he takes the Wizard's Lightning. So his Tarmogoyf is a 2-3 right now if he plays a Tarmogoyf. I'm going to play the Soulscar Mage and attack with the Bomat Courier. And I think I'm going to play the G2 Lava Runner. The Lava Runners don't really do anything for me, though. Huh. Because if I just play the Lava Runner and he kills my Bomat Courier, my deck is just not functioning. But if he goes to kill my Bomat Courier, do I really trade off 2 Lava Runners? Probably not. 2 Lava Runners is probably... 2 Lava Runners and a land, which is not irrelevant having the land, are probably better than the 2 cards under Bomat Courier. Abrupt Decay, yep. Unfortunate, but it happens. I mean, I expected him to have a kill spell for it on turn 1, so... And we get paid off. That was an incredible draw. Play this before combat because of the prowess trigger. Discard my hand? What hand? I don't have a hand. That is one of our best cards against Jund, and we also got it down before he could Abrupt Decay. Like, he used it in Abrupt Decay, so he probably doesn't have another Abrupt Decay for it. And if he does have an Abrupt Decay for it, then we get in for some more damage with our 1/1s. Our 1/2s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tarmogoyf is a 4/5. We can shrink it, though, with this guy. So if we draw a Lightning Bolt, it'll become a 1/2. We're actually going to send our guys in anyway. He's going to block and kill one of them. But we get in for some damage. We fill our graveyard a little bit more for the Grim Lavamancers. It's a little bit unlucky to have only drawn 1 bolt so far this game. But it doesn't matter. These guys are going to deal... If we can suicide in our guys, these guys are going to deal 4 damage apiece. So suiciding a guy there is actually kind of nice. Because if we need to get 4 creatures into our graveyard. And we do have a draw step next turn, so we can draw Lightning Bolt to deal 5. And these guys are going to deal like 3 each turn. I mean, 3 next turn each. If we don't draw a spell. Bloodbraid Elf, maybe. Another Tarmogoyf, okay. Looks like he's holding up Double Fatal Push, but he should have cast Double Fatal Push now if he has it. Maybe he'll respond to the Flame of Keld trigger. I would get a Prowess trigger from that, but it's not worth it. I'm just going to attack. I think this is exactly lethal. If he doesn't have a kill spell, obviously, which he probably does. Yep. This is a little bit risky because if he has Bloodbraid Elf, he can almost kill us if he draws like a Lightning Bolt off of it. But we're at the spot. We have him dead next turn. Basically, not completely. We have him dead next turn if we draw a spell. Bloodbraid Elf. That's the name of the game. Terminate. Ooh. That is a oh dear moment for me. Yikes. No, we need a Lightning Bolt. We need a Lightning Bolt, and we need it now. Oh, this is the moment that our deck dreams of. We have 12 bolts, 11 left. Hit this for 10. Okay. No! Okay, we're not dead yet. We can loot with the Smuggler's Copter block to hit a Lightning Bolt. We were so close! We needed 1 bolt. 1 bolt to rule them all. Oh my gosh. This is insane! Maybe suiciding a guy that 1 turn was quite bad. I forgot that the Flame of Keld was going to go to the graveyard. We get to block. Yes. No, it's not a bolt. Ah! Now if he had a bolt, he would have killed us. So he doesn't have a bolt. He has 1 card in hand. Is Lava Runner good enough? No, Lava Runner isn't, because we don't have any creatures in our graveyard. No! Ah, that's so bad. We don't have any instants. Oh my gosh, it's the closest game ever. No! Ah, that's so sad. We screwed it up. Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't exile any spells. No! We're 1 point off. We're not actually dead. We're not actually dead. We are not actually dead. We can block, shoot the Blood Red Elf if he draws nothing. Have one more draw step. Block. We have another draw. One more draw step. Glory! Yes! Yes! We did it! We found the line! Please don't have a life gain spell in your hand. Yes! Woo! Yes! We did it, baby. We did it. Yes, the top deck! I almost conceded. I was like, no, we lost. But we had it in us. We had it in us all along. That is so great! Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Well, let's get ready for the next round. Okie doke, we are back for some more 12-bolt action. So far, so good. Undefeated. Looking good. Clutch lightning bolt top deck to seal the game. Though to be fair, we had like multiple opportunities to top deck it. So it was about due. Taking a while to find someone in the queue. But oh well. Happens. Let's go! 12 bolt, 12 bolt, 12 bolt. Oof. We would like to play first. I feel like we've been on the draw a lot. Game one. Great hand. Opening with the Bomat Courier, Grim Lavamancer plus Faithless Looting to fuel it. We have a gut shot for if they're on like a Birds of Paradise deck. Shriekhorn. Oh dear. Playing up against Dredge. Should be a fine matchup. Ooh. Probably going to get rid of that and Gut Shot. Gut Shot just doesn't do enough here, and we can go Bolt, Lavamancer them then. He hit a Dredger. Feels bad, man. It's not a huge Dredger, just a small one. Not a Stinkweed Imp. But he does still have his upkeep to hit a Stinkweed Imp. Narcomoeba. Not good. Jesus. I didn't even think about Creeping Chill. That's actually a cool addition. Sweet addition for sure. Oh no, Prized Amalgam's coming back. This seems like a bad matchup. Oh yeah. Very bad matchup. Oh dear. Yeah, we can't win this game. We are very, very dead. Okie doke. Life from loan, presumably. Hitting me for 1 might even be a mistake. I mean, gonna use the injury now. Take out the NicolaiBolas so he can't block with it. Because hopefully I can draw a wizard and go both these lightnings on the same turn. Maybe we're not out of this game. He's not doing a ton here. Oh yeah, now we're totally dead. Oh yeah, very, very, very dead. This is actually a super sweet addition, Creeping Chill. He gained 6 life off it. Which is not a low number at all. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen enough. I can't beat the prized amalgams. Okie doke. So Grim Lavamancer is bad in this matchup because it doesn't really kill a ton of stuff that's relevant. Definitely bringing in the relics. And do I want the Chain Whirlers? It kills his Bloodghasts, his NicolaiBolas. Probably not super relevant. Just gonna take out my slowest cards. Do I have any more slow cards? Gut Shot's pretty bad. I'll bring these in. They can hold off prized amalgams too. Maybe a Damping Sphere is fine against Dredge. They don't even need to cast a ton of spells. They just mill them and they get them for free. This doesn't exile. Just gotta hope for a fast start. Confligate wrecked me. If I can win 1 game and then have Dredge lose to itself 1 game, that's how I'm going to win this match. Yeah, it just might be too difficult for a mono red deck to beat a graveyard shenanigans deck. But yeah, the deck has performed well so far. Creeping Chill is an interesting addition to Dredge, for sure. Yes, I'd like to play first. I'm going to keep it. I have my 1 piece of hate. I mean, he can probably still beat me through a relic, but I'm going to play the relic turn 1 so I can start chipping away at his graveyard. Like if he plays like a fetch land, just make sure he can't do too much stuff. I could have played the Lava Runner. Yep, that's a good one. Not really up to much. I'm not going to crack the relic after his first couple from Shriekhorn. I don't think. I played it on turn 1 in case he had like a fetch land I needed to get. Dark Blast is not a great dredger. Oh no. Yeah, that was unfortunate, especially because he has just enough so that my relic can't get him. If I draw land, then I can Chain Whirler away his Bloodghasts. Rats. I need a second land so I could hold up my relic. Oh, man. Well, I'm one land away from some stuff. This is not looking good, though. It's also not a particularly fun matchup. He's just kind of goldfishing. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for him to goldfish. I might go Wizard's Lightning on the Prized Amalgam and then crack my relic. Huh. Do I want to get rid of the Stinkweed Imp now? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, this way I get rid of another Prized Amalgam and a Conflagrate. Okay, we're going to Wizard's Lightning this guy, then crack our relic. That gets rid of 2 Prized Amalgams, draws us the land we need for our Chain Whirler, and saves us the Creeping Chill damage. And he's left with a Shriekhorn. He probably has like a Cathartic Reunion or something in his hand, but I think that was a pretty good outcome for us. We're still not in a great spot. Better than we were. That's all you can hope for. He might also miss some land drops, and Goblin Chain Whirler mops up these guys. I'm definitely not going to attack into the Stinkweed Imp and give him a free Dredger. I have 9 points of burn to go to the face. I only need 5 more. If he plays a shock land, that's only... Oh my gosh. No! There's another Prized Amalgam. That's unfortunate. They can't attack into the Chain Whirler, though. Okay, he got a Dredger into the graveyard. And there's Life from the Loam. He's attacking? What? Why would he attack? I mean, he must have another one. I do not understand why he would attack. Oh, right. He kills that guy. I have to dodge a Creeping Chill, but I think this is my best bet. I have to hope he whiffs on Creeping Chill. He hit an Archimate, but no Creeping Chill. He can hit me for 8. He also doesn't have a conflict rate. Looks like we might have gotten him. Unless he has a Creeping Chill in his hand. Him attacking with Thinkweed might have cost him. This is a sorcery. Yep. No! Oh, that's backbreaking. Ah, man, we're 1 point of damage off. 1 point. No! He had the Creeping Chill. Oh, well. We'll show him. Rats. Oh, that's so brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Close game. Surprisingly close. But, I mean, I don't think we had a real good chance in Game 3. We're going to head to the final match now. So, I mean, obviously Mono Red isn't... I mean, we could have definitely won that last game against the Dredge opponent. We needed another burn spell off the top. Another bolt. But, I mean, such is life. You can't always draw the bolt. If Fiery Temper had been a normal Lightning Bolt, we would have been able to cast all 3 in the same turn and kill him. Maybe I was not supposed to cast the first one, because I cast it on my own turn for some reason. And then he might attack me and not play Creeping Chill. And then I cast end of turn. Yeah, that would have been way better. Yeah. I'm sure I'm going to get a comment that says, why didn't you do that? And they won't even watch the video till this part. Oh well. I mean, it's still probably correct for my opponent to play around my bolts and play the other card, so we will see if we can wrap things up with a nice victory. Hopefully we play against a relatively, like, normal deck. No, like, degenerate combo or anything. And, this hand is rough. We're going to keep it, but it's not pleasant. This deck has a lot of sketchy hands. The Faithless Looting really makes his hand decent. I don't know how to tricky keep. We're going to start with Lava Runner. We might give up what we're playing, but I think next turn we can go Faithless Looting into, like, Lightning Bolt and then get in for 2 damage instead of 1. So I guess it didn't really matter which turn we played it in. We just have more information for our Faithless Looting. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. All lands are swamps. Okay, so it looks like we're playing against 8 rack. So Gut Shot's going to be useless. We're trying to get in that extra couple points of damage. We're not going to cast our Faithless Looting because it's just card disadvantage and it's helping our opponent out by doing that. Oh gosh. We are hellbent already. The rack is going to hurt. Oh my god. Disgusting draw over here. Destroying the opponent with our perfect top decks. 8 rack is actually a kind of cool deck. I mean, it's kind of a hateful deck, but it's cool. Definitely keeping our Bomat Courier around. Her Gut Shot will do 3 damage next turn. Oh my gosh. Fiery Temper just destroys this guy. Discard. I'll discard Fiery Temper. Okie doke. So we're going to Gut Shot his face. Sacrifice our guy. Madness him. Discard Flames of Geld. And sack a land. All of that fun stuff. Go, Gitu Lava Runner. Be the hero you were always meant to be. Yes! Oh gosh, we got him. Against 8 rack, we're going to ditch the Faithless Lootings because they're just card disadvantage. Bring in the... what do we want? Kind of want Young Pyromancers. They're kind of good against the Smallpox and the Smuggler's Copter. I don't love Gut Shot, but it's probably better than these other cards because these cards are too expensive. Relic could be decent, but probably not. And we'll run it like this. Smuggler's Copter is just a card we can bring in when everything else is bad. I also like Young Pyromancer with Gut Shot. Yeah, this is a hand. Ooh, baby. This is a hand, all right. Young Pyromancer out of the sideboard for that 8 rack matchup. We have our Flames of Kel. We have everything we need. He doesn't have a turn 1 discard spell. That's good news. Hopefully he doesn't smallbox me here. Wrench Mind. Gonna get rid of Wizard's Lightning and a Mountain. Pyromancer. Opponent's not going to be ready for this Gut Shot. I'm going to have an elemental token to sacrifice, opponent. You weren't ready for that, were you? Going to discard Flames. Not going to have the lands anyway. He's got the rack. I'm going to play the land so I can like double bolt if he has some discard spells. Oh gosh. I'm going to try and kill his Mutavault. going to deal 4 to me with the rack, but I'm dealing 4 to him with my creature, so it's close. If he makes me discard this bolt... Oh, no. He's dealing 6 to me with the rack. Ah, it's so close. I can't cast this bolt. Well, we got him. Looks like. Boom! Pretty easy against 8 rack. Got those sweet, sweet treasure chests and the play points, which was basically our entry feedback. So yeah, that was 12 bolt. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates whenever I post new content. Let me know if you like modern budget decks, that type of thing, and all your thoughts about how I played, the matchups, everything in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for the draft. I hope you, not draft, for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.